same letter. They talk to you an awful lot today, I'm sure, about the strikes, union violence, places where they used to have unions, all kinds of trouble. So I wrote this letter to them, dated August 22nd, and I still stand behind it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read from the bottom. This is when I challenged them to a debate. It went to all plant matters. You got a copy of it in your home. It says the union representative will talk about the company's amazing record of violating the labor laws of this nation. He will read from that record. He will say that union workers make more money and enjoy more benefits than non-union workers. Finally, the union will pay you or anybody else $1,000 for disproving any one of the three following statements. Under the law, an employee at J.P. Stevens who votes for the union cannot be made to pay union dues. Now, we don't ask you to pay any union dues until after you've got a contract that you've been a party to help negotiate, and you voted on and you approved it, proving to you that your wages and your working conditions are better. Then we ask you to pay $1.75. Now, you're not going to pay that $1.75 unless your wages and your benefits are better. I don't believe you are. I would. Number two, under the law, employees at J.P. Stevens can vote for the union and never have a strike against their will. Now, I don't know what it says to you. When here, I know what they told a lot of other workers, worked pretty good for them, and they had 15 to 20, 25 people get together, they have a union meeting, they vote to strike, that's a legal strike. I don't know if we said that to you. Everybody comes out on strike. Well, that the other day, you know, we saw the intelligence, that's the West right here. If you didn't have a voice, and you didn't vote to go out on strike, I don't believe that you would go out on a strike. Doesn't it seem a little ridiculous to get up and make statements that 20 or 25 people going to decide what 3,450 is going to do? I certainly wouldn't strike under those conditions. Let me tell you, you might have read something from the Constitution. There is a provision in the Constitution that says the President must authorize all strikes. And the reason that provision is in there is to make sure everybody has an opportunity to vote on the question. Now, they can twist that around any way they want to, but that's the reason it's there. Companies don't want to strike. We don't want to strike. Now, I don't believe that he told you he's going to take any benefits away from you. You know, like I'm talking to you. But he might infer it. Let me read number 3. You got this letter, every one of you. Under the law, it is strictly illegal for the company to threaten to close down the plant, or to reduce wages and benefits, or to otherwise punish employees for voting for the union. What does that mean? That means that they cannot take anything you have away from you. They cannot even threaten to take anything you have away from you. And they cannot close down the plant because you voted for the union. Now, say you vote against the union next win. You got to do anything you want to. 10% wage increase you got, you don't have anything to write. Proving to you or guaranteeing you you're going to keep that. Remember the 3 days, when the 3 days funeral pay, told he's going to give it. Somebody's family died. Those, you know, when we started the campaign, you don't have any way of knowing they're going to continue to give you that 3 days. You don't have any way of holding it. But to get the union in here, you will have a legal way of holding on to what you've got, as well as improving things. The first time, you'll have a legal voice over your wages, your working conditions. Now, if I've lied to you, I understand you just used my name this morning. We pronounce it McIver in Georgia. Probably he pronounced it McIver. That's beside the point. It's not me that's fighting JPC this year. People out there in the oil. You're the one that's got it worse, not me. My wages, working conditions, not going to change one way in the world, whether you vote for it or against it. So, being a country boy from Georgia, like I said, I'm a North Carolinian now. I haven't had for about 6 years. I pay taxes in North Carolina. But my daddy, I said the other day, he told me that Harold, if it ever gets down to it, there's a question, who's telling the truth, and who's not, and then put your money where your mouth is. I invite anybody in this room today to disprove those 3 statements. Come up and get the $1,000. Got it in my pocket. I don't have $1,000 bills to be going around. I'm not a rich man. But I know what I told you is true. And I know how the company's fighting, and that's what's fear. They try to scare you to death. You know, boss, man, I don't believe told anybody that you're going to be harmed in any way because you voted for the union. So what happened, they've got the workers that want to be both men got together over here at the Recreation Center. I believe it's last Monday. I'm with there about. There's 8 of them there. And they talked about what they were going to do to get out of here and help defeat the union, help defeat you. So they've been going around to people's houses, I understand, spreading all kinds of rumors that plants will be closed down. Company bought 3 plants, Spring Mill, the work might be transferred down there. Union shot somebody's house, Stevens store. Got an anonymous phone call, saying all sorts of things. Well, I don't know that that's what he said to you. Let's just go over the leak that you got in your hand. I wrote it up about 2 weeks ago. Here's what he'll say. It's your money that the union is asking on the first day. How silly can the boss get? All of a sudden, he expects us to believe he cares about how we spend our money. The boss knows as well as we do that higher wages and better benefits pay for dues many times over. I say to you that you don't get better wages, better benefits, and under the laws of North Carolina, nobody can force you to pay dues. The truth is that Roanoke graduate workers will never be asked to pay dues until we've got a union contract. Then dues are paid on a strictly voluntary basis. If the boss is so sure of his facts, why doesn't he debate the union? Still time to come in. I told whoever it was out there in the office, go back and join. I don't have anything like that. The union will call you out on strike. Now, let me just see if I can guess at some of the things that he might have talked to you about. Harris Henderson, North Carolina. That strike over there, not too far from here. People went to jail, a lot of violence, etc. Probably mentioned College and Aiken down in Albemarle, North Carolina. Oneida Knitted down in Andrews, South Carolina. National Suspended. Chatham Blanket. Hugh Blanket. Well, let me just say this. Somebody steel mill, and a lot of times I wish I was back down there. But the textile workers have over 1,000 contracts. 1,000. And they have to negotiate contracts with employers. People like yourself on the committee out there have to negotiate. So if this is all the dirt that they can come up with, going back to what, 1958 or 59? Some of you tell me that knows when you had the Henderson strike. Somewhere there, 1958, 59, we'll go on with that. But if this is all they can come up with, and they've got over 1,000 contractors and employers, I'd say that's not too bad a record. That's all the dirt that they can dig up. Proof going up, let's see, earlier, over 98% of the contractors don't meet it. The only way they can be a strike is for you people to vote for it. Companies don't want no strike. You don't want a strike. I don't want no strike. We haven't had any strikes down in Spokesperson, Georgia, and he probably mentioned that. Ram it down the throat. So let's just move on. Anyway, that $1,000 still waiting if they prove that we can haul you out on the strike. The union will fine you for not walking picket lines, doing too much work, or going to church. I don't know if you said that or not. Say that some poor little woman got fined one time for going to church instead of the union people. Say that? Somebody say, yay, nay, or You ain't gonna be afraid of. Maybe he said it, maybe he did. Well, I say in the laws of North Carolina, if we can't force you to pay union dues, that's not a hogwash. Here's what it says legally. That's more hogwash. If under the laws of the state of North Carolina, workers cannot be forced to pay dues, how can they be forced to pay fines? Does that make sense to you? All of you understand, when you vote yes next Wednesday, you're not going to pay any dues unless you want to. You're not going to pay any dues until after you get better working conditions, a better contract, well, a contract that you voted on and approved. If you go out on strike, you will be permanently replaced. Say that? No, there's no way that union can make us do anything we don't want to do. The only alternative is, oh yeah, on strike. When they do, they're going to hire people to replace them. But he didn't tell you the difference between an unfair labor practice strike and an economic strike. But here's what the law says, and that's quote from the law. Employees who strike to protest an unfair labor practice committed by their employer are called unfair labor practice strikers. Such strikers can be neither discharged nor permanently replaced when the strike ends. An unfair labor practice striker, after serious misconduct on his part, is entitled to have his job back, even if an employee hired to do his work has to be discharged. Tell you that? Tell you, that's the law right there. I don't see why he did it. He wants to know the whole group. First of all, I don't know the gentleman make his speak. But you can see from what I'm telling you right now, those weren't his words. Those were words that were wrote by a high-priced lawyer in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I imagine he read it. And of course, he really wanted to get it across to you. He really wanted to frighten you. Most of the time, they'll repeat it. Now, let me repeat that. Anyone that goes out on such a strike can be permanently replaced, and somebody else take his job, something like that. You know what? Move on down the line. You vote the union in, you give up your individual rights to deal with the country. You say that? Yes or no? Everybody remember that? He said that. All right? You got a copy of the law right there. Let me read it right quick. Section 9A. Representatives designated or selected for the purpose of collective bargaining by the majority of employees in a unit appropriate for such purpose shall be the exclusive representative of all employees in such unit for the purpose of collective bargaining with respect to rates of pay, wages, hours of employment, or other conditions of employment, provided that, underline, any individual employee or a group of employees shall have the right at any time to present grievances to their employer and to have such grievances adjusted without the intervention of the bargaining representative. That's taken from the layman's guide to mass labor relations. Now, what does it mean? You got a union in here. You don't like your shop stewards amongst yourselves. Only time you go into that shop steward is to the union when you get a wrong deal. Oh, you was out sick. The boss says, I don't believe you. I think you was out drunk. You was actually out sick. I'm not saying this happened. I just use this as an illustration. Well, you try to work it out with, well, Mr. Boss, man, I was sick. I went to the doctor. I get a doctor's excuse. I bring him back to you. Maybe Dr. Patel over here. I went to him about this year. If you couldn't work it out, then and only then would you go to the union representative and say, hey, the boss is not doing right. He said, I was drunk. I was sick. You have a way of solving your problem, legal way. Right now you don't have any legal way. Yes, I'm sure everything is lovely right now. Folding in the plant, walking around, smiling at everybody, patting everybody in the back. I wasn't here in 1965. I know you were. I wasn't here in 1959. You got real sweet back in those days, too. You know, these kings and queens right now. I think you're going to be kings and queens next winter. So if you want to hold that respect and your dignity, you can go get it next winter. I got all kind of letters, workers, some of you, going on rapid, posted notice on the bulletin board, so I had an address there. That was my office. Some of you took the trouble to down write letters to me. After, come back up here, put on the campaign. He's ready to organize. You remember what happened in 65. That's the reason we're here. But up here to get you money. Matter of fact, I'm paid by the United Steelworkers of America and the Industrial Union Department, FLCL. I represent approximately 60 different international unions. Not just TWA that's behind it, the entire labor movement's behind it. Now, you say something about old workers now don't need them. They don't strike in about 6 months. Those workers voted to strike. You say anything about that no way in the world they make up for that 6 months they lost. Well, first of all, they did get better wages. They got better working conditions. Let me say this to you, brothers and sisters. Them poor, old people that don't need them, that he's talking about, they can't point out one person that went hungry or was kicked out of the house or lost anything I know about. Why? Because other unions help take care of it. Help pay the house note, the rent, utility bills. Matter of fact, one guy told me down there he gained 30 pounds while he's out on strike. We had a hard time getting him to go back. They made that decision. It is rougher, like he'd had his belief. They just go back through the point. one hand, they're going to try to love you to death, on the other hand, they're going to try to forget you to death. So let me move on. Well, I want to try to answer some of your questions. Start with the fact page. This very union that is asking for your vote has been found guilty of violence. DWA stands ready to match its record as a law-abiding organization against J.P. Stevens' record anytime. Remember, you are the union, and a reasonable and fair company has no reason to fear its own employees. You make that decision. Does anybody in here that actually believes that you're going to abide by what 20 or 25 people say at a union meeting, and I say they insulted your intelligence? I wouldn't abide by it. If I didn't have an opportunity to go and vote, I'm certainly not going to get out there on the picket line. Now, what have these people been running around spreading? Unions called plants to close. They didn't say that. Both didn't say that. Usually they used to have a union in that plant up there, and now the plant closed down. There's a letter that the other day statistics show that there's more plants, more companies go out of business, that are non-union than are union. But I do know this. Read down the bottom of it. That's supposed to be the real blockbuster. Statistics show that many more non-union plants close than union plants. It's against the law for the boss to even threaten to close down these plants if you vote for the union. They're the quote from the law. You see it's underlined. Threatening to close down the plant if the union to be organized. And also on the $1,000 reward, anybody can prove that. Move right on down. The company would not agree to contract proposals made by the union. Neither J.P. Stevens or the high-priced attorney is bigger than the federal government. That's been proved a number of times. The law says the company has to bargain in good faith. Let me just talk a little bit about that. So down in Spokesperson, I don't know if he's done it or not, they've been trying to say we crammed it down people's throats. Spokesperson. They voted against the union. Well, they did. They voted against the union down there. The law says you're entitled to a free and uncoerced and fair election. They didn't have that. Yes, they had people running all over town down there. Boston was doing it down there. They had some people that would rather have $1 an hour, rather have a pat on the back and $1 an hour wage increase going all over town. They're going to blow the plant up. In addition to that, they fired some people, done a few other things. Got real sweet. They raised the people's pay on production. I don't know whether you're on production or not, I think some of you are. But they raised the pay of fixers. Fixers down there. They make yarn for carpet. Some of them got as much as 80 or 90 cents an hour raised. They raised the winders production. Some of them started making $4 or $5 an hour. Actually, what happened when we started the campaign, the ball came out with a legal pad that we want to know what the problems are. The ladies told them we'd like to have some mirrors in the restroom. We don't have them. They told them we'd like to have some breaks. At that time, we didn't have any break periods. They told them they'd like to get rid of some of the supervisors that they had. They told them they wanted more money. They complained about the fence machine. They had a little ham sandwich. I believe the price was about 30 cents. I'm not sure. But they had one little fence like a ham in that sandwich, so they complained about it. Well, a couple of weeks went by. They run over some of the bosses that transferred to the other plant, the bad guys, of course the good guys then. They put those mirrors in the ladies' restroom. They started giving them an 18-minute break. They raised the pay, as I said before. those ham sandwiches, they got fat all of a sudden. One of the workers counted them. They told me that they had 8 slices of ham in there. And they lowered the price, I believe it was, from 30 cents down to 25 cents. Well, in addition to that, they had people all over town, as I said before, and company officials at that time were saying that they closed the plant up. They voted the union in. They voted against it. I went on back to Atlanta, lived in Atlanta at that time. A few weeks later, they called. Earl, come on back down here. We need you, brother. Things have changed. And what happened, they started taking that money back away from them. They gave them on the production. Yes, and I filed charges with the National Labor Relations Board. But in addition to that, I had 2 meetings with those workers. And they told me that, Harold, if there's any way legally possible for us to get the union in here without having to go through what we did before, then let's do it. I always believe in democracy and doing things in a democratic fashion. So I asked for aye and no vote. And all the workers that was at that meeting voted for me to take the legal steps to help get them a union. Well, I said before, not the smartest guy in the world. Do know a little bit about labor law. We did it. I filed the charges. And the company was ordered to bargain by the National Labor Relations Board in the court. They started cutting the pay. Don't remember this 40 and 50 cents an hour that people been getting. What's done, they said that they're going to eliminate the incentive. Put everybody on an hourly rate. They're going to take an average of what they had been making and give them a raise at the same time. Well, I believe it's 140 some odd workers got to check in their paycheck before they give that raise and make the change. And after they made the change, and they found that they were making less money. There again, I took the proper step, collected approximately $70,000 for 140 some odd people. This is the point I'm trying to make to you, brothers and sisters. Get the union in here, you got the right. Well, what right have you got right now? You got a right to go out the door if you don't like what the boss says or does. And I'm not knocking your supervisors whatsoever. Probably you got a good supervisor here. His problem is he don't have a right to belong to the union, and he has to do what these big shots you don't tell him to do. He had to get up here and read that speech this morning, whether he wanted to or not. And you know more about it than I do. As to what was said, but I think I've probably come pretty close to it. Let me ask you this. Did he try to explain to you how they could justify taking money out of these profit-sharing plans, gambling it away on the stock market, and at the same time increasing the supervisors and all the personnel pensions? Did he explain that to you? Same month, they sent you a letter saying that they lost your money on the stock market, some of it as much as $400. They increased the pension of the supervisors and the girls out there in the office that shuffle papers around. I think that's fair. Shouldn't you have a pension plan when you get too old to work, too young to die, just like the girls in the office and supervisors? The rate they're going, by the time you get ready to retire some of you, you might owe them money. I don't know how they figured out. They took some out of your profit share, but say, the way I understand it, you got to be there 3 years, and then the 4th year they start putting some in. All you older fellas had something to subtract from. But suppose these younger guys that just got into the plan, and they deducted something from them. They didn't have nothing to subtract from. I don't know if the company makes a plan that they owe the plan some money or not. See what I'm talking about? The older people, we understand it, took it away from them, but couldn't take it away from younger people when they done wrong. I'll never be able to understand that. But I understand the supervisor and also workers plan. I told you the other day I felt like it. I don't know what the supervisor made. You gotta leave it on. Too old to work, too young to die. I think you're entitled to that. You're out there producing the goods. You're not out here in air conditioning office shuffling papers. You're making the product that the company sells. And who's more important? You're producing the goods. You or somebody's out here answering the phone in the air conditioning office. I say that you're just as good, you're entitled to the same thing as they are. In every corporation it's made up, sure you got to have stockholders, management. But above all, you got to have working people. And you're the one that made this company rich. For your reason, for your labor, that's the reason the profits went up 430%. You got everything to gain, nothing to lose. So for the first time, they're more afraid than you are. Actually, they're more afraid than you are. More drive your balls up the wall. I invite you to take some of these people who've been running around telling you you're going to close the plant up. They're going to do this, that, and the other. Just go out to the spokesman and ask him. The spokesman, he said, you're going to close the plant up. We're going to be hurt by the union. Will you close the plant up, or will you take anything away from us, or will you punish us in any way because we voted for the union? Ask for a yes or no answer. I guarantee you he's going to say no. But you see these people that's running around spreading all these rumors of workers just like you are. They hope to get a boss's job. So they hope to get something out of it that wouldn't be done. And the company can't be held responsible for what they say. You understand that? That's the reason they're meeting over here in Galveston or wherever, Gregory. I heard they had a meeting down at Rocky Mountain the other day. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that. But I knew they got all kinds of rumors, all kinds of bad things going to happen. Let me just say this. Union workers in this country earn 30% more than non-union workers, blue-collar workers. Nobody's been able to disprove that. That's a fact. They get twice as much vacation as non-union workers. They've got a 167% better pension than non-union workers. Above all, you got human dignity on the job, the safe level, the boy. That means a lot. That's what it's all about. That's the reason they passed the law back in 1935. Yesterday, we had two United States Congress in this pattern. We had a schoolhouse. We invited everybody. I don't know if you were there or not. We don't have anything to hide, but we invited everybody. We even invited the company officials there to debate. They didn't want me to do it here, come over there. But let me just quote from some of the things that were said by Joseph Gallus, a United States Congressman, who happened to be a member of the House Labor Committee. It's time for you textile workers at J.P. Stevens to exercise the right you have had for 40 years, the right to have a union. You haven't done what the U.S. Congress said you have a right to do. You haven't banded together to improve your wages and your way of life. The United States Congress said that yesterday. We had another United States Congressman there, my hometown in Atlanta. Has to be a preacher, Reverend Andrew Young. We'll read you his remarks. The Constitution of the United States guarantees us the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now, if you're going to be happy, you're going to have to get together and organize. You have never seen working people happy unless they were organized. And I say to you, brothers and sisters, we're going to organize next Wednesday. I think you know who's been telling you the truth through that. Democracy works for management. J.P. Stevens is organized. It's the only way management could run the mill. But they didn't want you to be organized because the company knows that if you were organized, you would be able to do something for yourself and your family. The United States Congress is talking. Some workers, somewhere, sometime got organized, and we are living with whatever blessings those union men and women imposed upon us, imposed upon unwilling companies. Only one segment of a major American industry is not organized, and that's the textile industry in the South. Now, these are his words. Furniture industry is not organized as well either. Now, you're about to organize so that you, your children, and your children's children can live better than you have had to up to now. Congressman Andrew Young. We had a minister there. Brother Finley. I'm not going to read his entire statement. I'm going to read the bottom for it. The only way you can deal with J.P. Stevens is to have power to match power. You must keep this fact foremost in mind when you vote Wednesday. Try hard to win. Talk to your friends. When you try very hard for something good, God is on your side. Brother Finley. Speak him. Now, here's a message. We had workers from Aberdeen, North Carolina. I'm going to read this a little bit. One of the workers from Aberdeen, J.P. Stevens, Aberdeen. These are workers. They work the plant. They weren't afraid to come up here and make a speech. Those of you say, I know that. Last November, when we were trying to organize, the company built us new showers, improved our break room, built a new break room, and never criticized our work. The bosses put their arms around our shoulders and told us how good workers we were. They circulated rumors that the plant might close down if the union came in. They said we would have to pay union dues. They said there would be violence. We went through the whole thing that you're going through. They even promised us a great increase in the profit share. They said before the election that we would be taken care of in the old age. Let me just stop right there. You do remember last year, they said that they're going to put money in the profit share. Remember that? They put notices on the bulletin board, and they told you that. Well, it seems like it tells, say one thing right before an election, and they do something else. Anyway, so let me just go on and finish here. After the election, when we had lost, they gave us free soft drinks. I refused to insult. I lost $300 for the year in the profit share. Some of the workers lost as much as $400. The new showers are not in use now. The company cut them off. Food and refreshments in the break rooms have gone up. Before the election, the boss was a good joke. But now he comes around very seldom and he never speaks kindly. He tells us nothing is right, that our work is bad. He's on us all the time. I hope you don't make the same kind of mistake we made at Aberdeen. We've many good men and women believed all the promises and they voted against themselves. We are waiting for another chance and we are praying for your victory. About 5 or 6 workers from Aberdeen yesterday. Now, Spokesperson again. I think there were 3 members of the committee that came all the way from Spokesperson yesterday. That's right. Spokesman was Bill Ingram. We have J.P. Stevens on the hook at Spokesperson. We are negotiating. When we call for a meeting, the company comes. The federal courts are watching the company closely. He said he believed in 1970, J.P. Stevens had to pay us $70,000 in back pay because of the law. I personally got $1,100. In 1970, I appeared in court to testify against J.P. Stevens. When I returned to work, I learned that my foreman was saying there would be no more overtime for Bill England. I called her on McIver. The union filed the charges and I drew my back overtime pay. After that, foreman stopped discriminating against me and all the other union members. Well, I could go on and on. Don't have too much more time. They're proud of the union down there. Hadn't paid any union dues, hadn't been in strike, hadn't been in files. I know they said that they did have a certain number of employees, now they're down a little bit. But also know that they make carpet yarn. And during certain times of the year, when they're building houses and etc., they use more carpet than they do at other times. You can't build houses in the wintertime when it's raining, etc. So it might be true that they had to lay off. I don't know. I say this, I guess. Well, you won't get any of them to say that either. Just about my remarks are finished. So I would like to see you one of these days enjoy a decent way of life and work. J.P. Stevens trying to help the workers all over North and South Carolina, Georgia. You've got the opportunity to do something for yourself. But I'm saying this time, if you duck your head between your tails and run scared, and don't call me, I put on the best campaign I know possible. So they start kicking you around if you lose the election, unless you warn union butts. They ain't gonna bother you people. Those ladies been out passing out leaflets. But if they bother you, you call. I'm gonna leave my phone number with you. But there comes a time, brothers and sisters, where you have to do something for yourself. I can't continue to fight your battle for you. Yes, we collected $1,300,000 for 289 people to take your right. And finally, you're at the point where the law has caught up with your company. And you've got the best opportunity you'll ever have to do something for yourself. You think it's right that these girls out in office to get 3 weeks paid vacation. When you get 1 week, possibly another week, if they won't let you have it, you think it's right for them to have a pension plan and you not have one. You do, then vote against the union. Because that's what the union is all about. People getting together. The party was a boss man. And 3,400 can do it a lot better than you can by yourself. Football players are organized. Baseball players are organized. Garbage collectors in New York making $12,000 a year. Anybody tell me that non-union people are better off than union people? Don't preach that stuff to me, brother. And don't let the man get up here that's probably making $18,000 or $20,000 a year and scare you to death. Well, he's getting here. The less he pays you, the more he got to put right here in the New York executives up in New York. That makes sense to you? The less they pay you in wages and working conditions, the more money they got for the owners, the more money they got to buy more plants. It's time you had a voice over your wages and working conditions. It's time you done something for yourself. Do you want to spend the rest of your life, yes, for Mr. Boss Man, no, for Mr. Boss Man, whatever you say, Mr. Boss Man? You don't have to. You've got an opportunity to do something for yourself. Good Lord says, Lord help those who have themselves. I tell you, you got a wonderful opportunity, Wednesday, to do something for yourself. Steve, what time you got? You gonna close the plant up, Steve, so the people vote at the union? Huh? You gonna take anything away from them if they vote for the union? Huh? I didn't hear you, Steve. Well, I'm sorry I didn't have an opportunity to answer your question, but I'll be at the office. I wish I had more time. He said the time was up. So I think he's going to win your election on Wednesday, and it's going to be a joyous occasion. Anybody that wants to watch the vote count, just come on out and go in there with us at 5:30. You can watch the count the vote. I've enjoyed it, and I hope that each and every one of you will do your part on winning. Thanks a lot.
My name is Gregory. I'm the Assistant General Manager of our company's operating group, which includes the Westport plant. Although I'm down here rather frequently, I don't see people on the third shift very often, and I don't know you very well. I hope as time goes on, we'll get acquainted. I have discussed the subject of this meeting tonight in detail with Mr. Gregory, our city attorney. Since he is closer to you and since he knows you better, I have asked him to lay before you this evening the things that we would like to bring to your attention. What he has placed you as the full backing, full support, full agreement of the top management of Stevens Company. I hope that you'll listen to Mr. Gregory and pay very close attention to what he has to say. I thank you. Mr. Gregory. As Mr. Sullivan said, the subject of our meeting here tonight is one of far-reaching importance. And in order that I might be entirely clear in what I say to you, and in order that there may be no doubt or misunderstanding as to what I do say, I'm going to refer to some notes that I have before me. As you already know, the Amalgamated Textile Workers and Clothing, the Amalgamated Clothing and Textile Workers Union is now putting on a campaign to try to get into this plant. And as a result of that, a good many questions are being asked with regard to this matter. And we believe that you're entitled to know what the situation is and what our company's position on it is, and what may be expected with regard to the entire matter. Now, this union campaign is a subject of concern for our company. It should be also a matter of concern to each and every one of you, because it's important to your future and to the future of your families. From long experience, we are deeply convinced that a direct relationship between a company and its employees serves the best interest of both, and that a union, in the long run, undermines that relationship and will build a barrier between the company and its employees, and sooner or later brings friction and disagreement, and often serious trouble for all concerned. And it's our sincere belief that if this union were to get into this plant, it would not work out to the best interest of anybody that is connected to this plant in any way. It is therefore our full intention to oppose this union, and by every lawful and proper means to prevent it from coming to this plant. And I want to repeat that statement. It is our full intention to oppose this union, and by every lawful and proper means prevent it from coming here. Now, we recommend to you that you approach this subject with care, that you make no decision and take no action on it without first weighing the whole matter very, very thoroughly. We would like to make it clear to you that those who might join or sign up for this union will never get any advantage or any preferred treatment of any sort over those who do not join or belong to any union. We would also like to make it clear that it is not necessary, and it is not ever going to be necessary, for anybody to belong to the Amalgamated Clothing and Textile Workers Union or any other union in order to work for this plant. Now, people often have the idea, and I understand that some of you have recently come to your supervisors and expressed this idea, and that is that when a union comes into a plant, then automatically wages go up and new fringe benefits are added. And whatever anybody wants changed will be changed. Now, I think it's only fair and reasonable if you ask yourself this question. Is that true or is it not true? I want you to know this plain and simple fact. A union coming into this plant would not automatically mean any raise in pay whatsoever, nor any new or additional benefit for anybody. Nor could the union force this company to do anything whatever that the company is not willing to do, or does not consider reasonable or practical to do. The union could try to pressure the company by putting you out on strike. But the Stevens Company has no intention of giving in to any sort of strike pressure now or at any other time. And let me repeat that. The Stevens Company has absolutely no intention of giving in to any sort of strike pressure now or at any other time. I am saying this, I don't intend to seem harsh or arbitrary, but I simply think it's important that everybody should understand the facts about this matter while there's still time. And before anybody goes down the wrong road believing that a union can accomplish things which in truth it cannot accomplish. Everybody knows that where unions are is where strikes generally take place. And everybody knows that strikes mean trouble and tension, and strife and strain, which often ends up in serious violence. Now, violence is not the only danger that's connected with a union strike. While union officials keep their jobs and draw their salaries, striking employees often stand around for days, weeks, and sometimes for months, earning nothing. They draw no unemployment compensation. Debts and obligations pile up on them and upon all their possessions and all their belongings. Even more important for you to consider is this. Those who follow a union out on strike run the risk of losing their jobs. For it is the right of a company to replace those who leave their jobs and go on strike. And those who are replaced have no automatic right to come back and get their job even when the strike is over. I want you to consider all these things that I'm saying. Don't overlook any of them as you make up your mind what to do about this matter. There's another thing to which you should give some careful thought. Our company has approximately 85 plants and more than 40,000 employees. This particular plant has less than 500 employees. And yet, when Stevens raises wages, it never overlook the West Boston plan. You get the same wage increases and increased benefits right along with all of the other Stevens plans, and right along with the biggest and the largest of the Stevens plans. In fact, it's only recently that you, along with all the company's employees, received a sizable increase. And on top of that, you have also recently been given an improved guaranteed pension plan. If you think of it, you'll realize that without fail, this company is raising wages and improving benefits steadily and dependably each and every year. So do you really think it's likely, or does it stand to reason, that if you were to form a union here in West Boston, that the company would then give to you higher wages and more benefits than it has given to any of its other 40,000 employees? The unions have been pressuring Stevens in every way possible for many years. There's not a thing that they can do to Stevens that they haven't tried already. And yet they have never forced this company to give to its employees in any plant any wage increase or any other benefit of any kind that it did not give to its other employees. Upon such facts as these, it is really common sense to believe that by starting a union down here at West Boston, the company would give in to your union and come down and put into effect higher wages and benefits than it has anywhere else. Whoever believes that is not thinking or reasoning very clearly. A union can start trouble, but who do you think stands to gain from such trouble? If a union came in here and became your representative and started a strike, can you picture this plant with less than 500 employees winning such a strike against Stevens with more than 40,000 non-union employees? In this whole matter, you need to consider what is to your own best interest and not what some union organizers want you to do. Consider this question. When a union comes in, it can start a strike whether a majority of the employees want to strike or not. And when a strike gets going, who is it that suffers the most because of it? Well, it won't be the union. Their officials are sitting in New York with the dues paid to them out of your money. And neither will it be the company with its 85 plants and 40,000 other employees. But you will be the ones to bear the brunt of a strike and suffer the most. Now that is the truth of the matter. It's an undeniable fact. And you would do well to think on that and to realize and understand it now instead of sometime later. If the union organizers tell you that their union will take care of you when a strike comes, don't you believe it? Thousands of people have learned that to their sorrow down through the years. The truth is, it'll be fat back in beans and not much of that. Now this is what the union will furnish you in return for pulling you away from your job and out on strike. Did you know that this same union, in the past several days, has had people out on strike at another textile plant about 15 miles from here? And the union says it's about to sign another contract at that plant. Well, perhaps it is. But ask the union organizers what they're going to sign the people into at that plant. Ask them if it won't be for less wages and less benefits than you already have. Now, the employees in that plant have paid their money to this union for years, and yet it has not got to them what you already have. Ask these people to explain that to you, if they have such power as they claim to have. Now, keep in mind that this is the same union and the same union organizers who are now asking you to place yourselves and your future into their hands. Open your eyes to the fact that they have no magic power at all. The further truth is that there are many such plants where people have had a union, including this same union, but now do not have any jobs at all, because many such plants are now closed down and completely out of business. Did the union protect the employees who worked under the union contracts at those places? The plain and simple truth is that it certainly did not. Economic and competitive conditions control such matters, and a union cannot control them no matter what union organizers may tell you. Did you know that at this very moment, while the organizers are trying to get you to team up with this union, the officials of this very union are planning to shut all of your jobs down? That is a fact, and the organizers cannot truthfully deny it. They plan to do this through the means of a national boycott. And what that means is this: the union will use every means that it can all over this country to kill the sale of every Stevens product on the market. And when they kill the sale of the products that you make, they have killed your job. That is exactly what they intend to do for this plant and for you, the same as they plan for other Stevens plants and other Stevens employees. They have publicly declared this and have advertised it everywhere. And yet they have the gall to ask you to line up with them and to help them do this. Somehow they actually believe that, like sheep, you will just blindly follow them along to your own destruction. The truth is, they really have no respect for your intelligence at all. We believe, on the other hand, that all we need to do is give you the facts, and that you will then know how to look out for yourselves. Until now, you have not had the facts. Now, on the subject of this union card, which the union is trying to get many of you to sign, I understand that the union organizers and some of your fellow employees as well are saying that if you will sign a card for the union, then it will be kept confidential and nobody except the union or the labor board will ever see your signature on the union card. You're entitled to know that this may turn out to be entirely untrue. Nowadays, unions sometimes try to get into a plant on the basis of the signed union cards, without the employees having voted on the matter at all. Now, where this happens, the signed union cards are taken to a public hearing at the courthouse, and the cards are laid on the table, and people are put on the witness stand and questioned as to whether the cards do bear their true signature, and as to the circumstances of their signing of those cards. In a situation such as this, you can see that the signed cards are anything but confidential. They are made public, just as anything and everything in a court proceeding is made public. Now, it's for you to decide whether this gives you any concern or not. But you're entitled to know that when the union union assures you that the cards will remain and will necessarily remain private and confidential, it may be that you are being seriously misled. Another thing you need to realize is this. If and when a union comes in, there are rights that you now have which would be taken away from you and given to the union. If the union gets into a plant, then it becomes the agent and the representative of the employees who work in that plant, whether that suits their wishes or not. It can make decisions for you, whether you like it or not. Therefore, you need to look around you and consider this. If this union were to come into this plant, who would get to be the shop stewards and the committeemen to handle the affairs of everybody else? Are you ready to turn over your business to those individuals and place your future in their hands? Because that is what you would have to do if this union were to get into the West Boston plant. Now, it's your own interest that you should look after in this matter, because it's your own interests that are at stake. Whatever our problems may be, the union is not the road toward making things better, but it is the road toward making them far, far worse. I make no claim that everything here is perfect as it is. I know that matters can be corrected and improved, and I can assure you that it is our sincere desire and intention to accomplish such improvement. I know that we can work things out by pulling together, and I also know that they can never be worked out by pulling apart. And for the purpose of betterment and improvement at this place, we promise you our cooperation, and we sincerely hope that we may have yours. I thank you for your attention, and we will now adjourn this meeting back to our regular workplaces.